Hello. So, welcome not to Devon, not to Dawlish, but to a rather beautiful and peaceful, apart from the birds and the occasional mountain biker, because I'm up at Cannock Chase. Let me explain what's happened. I was, with all good intent, going to go down to Dawlish to visit my stepdad. Got to the M42 just past the Belfry, solid as a rock, literally not moving. So there was a crash on already slow traffic because of roadworks near the airport. I sat there for half an hour and I rang my stepdad. I said, this is just a nightmare, not going anywhere. And he sort of said, do not worry about it, just turn around, go home. And I will aim to go down to Dawlish another day. But it's obviously quite hot, if you're aware. I mean, we are kind of mid-June now, and we've got a really quite warm, humid spell. Ironically, it's just stopped raining. It was raining before. But it's that lovely, warm, tropical, you know, actually a bit of rain would be quite nice because it really is quite oppressive, the heat. It's beautiful. So anyway, so I was all set for a long day on the motorway, but I just couldn't, when you're not going anywhere, and I'm not going to lie, I had a bit of a headache. I didn't feel too good. And I turned round and basically I thought, well, I don't want to go home. I've got everything in Renée. And then I thought, Cannock, where haven't I been just yet? It's somewhere that I came all the time. It was birth of my YouTube, really, thanks to this place. And this is a little gold mine, and don't tell anybody about it, okay? But it's called Takaroo, and it's a beautiful site. It's beautiful, and they've clamped down a bit. It's not as laid back as it used to be. You used to be able to just turn up, pay a tenner to a ranger that would come round the next morning. And I'm guessing typically people took advantage of that for whatever. So they now, the National Trust, I believe, leave it to a company to kind of organise and run it for them. Because I obviously, I stopped at some services to have a coffee to decide what the hell I was going to do when I realised I wasn't going to go all the way to Dawlish. And I googled Takaroo and there was a site, and yes, I've had to pay, and it's now £20. So a lot of people say, you're crazy, you know, you've got that, you can pull in a lay-by anywhere and not have to pay anything. But you know, sometimes, one, I'm hopefully supporting the National Trust by coming here and I don't mind paying that. And two, it's nice to just come to a site and just completely relax, knowing that I'm not going to get a knock at the door saying, you know, oi, move on or whatever. So, but I've got the place to myself. I literally, well, there's there's a caravan and there's another van over there as well. But other than that, I mean, listen to the noise. It's just magic, this place. It never, ever, ever lets me down. So I'm here with Renee and it's going to be a great night. The thing I love about videography, or when I watch other people's videos, I actually think it's quite interesting to see people's setups. I genuinely find it interesting. So forgive me if this is really boring, but I just wanted to show you. This is my GoPro 8 with what's called a media mod. So it's just a standard like this, which this is the Hero 5. So it's an old one without any stabilisation. God, I'm sweating. I'm actually sweating. It's been a long time since I've sweat, so whew, it's good, it's so warm. So yeah, I'm using the GoPro 5 just to show you this. So it's the GoPro 8 camera with the media mod, which is an attachment that went onto it, and on top of that I've got this wireless Go 2 Rode microphone system which plugs into the audio jack there, and then this is the microphone, and obviously that on the camera acts as a receiver. God, this is going to be confusing to edit when I edit this. Which camera am I looking into? I'm going to turn this one off now. But I think I've alluded before, it's so great, I don't have to be near the camera and I'm just going to carry on talking. Here's one I prepared earlier, the first beer. Nothing like preparing, is there? Prepared earlier. Okay, and I'm just sifting through, so forgive me, I'm now aware that that has got a view of my fat arse, which is not very pleasant. Don't leave a trace, no rubbish anywhere. My favourite rubbish bag. Something we do on the ambulances, we always have bright yellow or bright orange bags, and we know straight away they're for rubbish. And I've kind of, I hasten to add, not an ambulance, it's Sainsbury's, but same theory, it's always easy to find. And it's worked really well as well, I just know where my rubbish bag is. Cool, here it is. Why on earth have I set up in what must be 28 degrees, I really don't know. Renee, bless her heart, she's old, 2007, so she hasn't got a outdoor temperature gauge, which is, I really miss that actually, but it's warm enough to sweat, trust me. One of those weird situations where on the weather map you look at it and the weather forecasters can't predict where, there's just thundery showers sporadically rolling across the country, so you know, literally impossible to predict. Strangely, it did actually rain a little bit just as I arrived, but all that seems to have passed through. But who knows, wouldn't it be amazing if there's a great big thunderstorm tonight? That would be fantastic. God, I'd have to come out and video that if there was. That'd be amazing, lighting up all the trees. But yeah, this is just a magical place. It has a really special place in my heart, Cannock Chase. Like I said, when I moved to the Midlands back in 2000 from down south, it was one of the first places that I really got to know quite well, and I used to come mountain biking up here sometimes twice a week. I got quite fit. Yeah. I always think with social media, it's not everyone's cup of tea, and I totally get that. In fact, I genuinely have a thorough, if that's the word, respect for anyone that like turns their nose up at it and thinks, yuck, and they just keep well away, I should say. And I really do understand that. I obviously run this channel and I kid myself that it is doing pretty well. I mean, I think I'm just under 4,000 subscribers, which I'm so chuffed at. And please, if you are watching this for the first time, I'd love you to subscribe and all that malarkey. That'd be really great. And yes, apologies, because I know adverts do run alongside. I've okayed it for adverts because yes, again, I'm going to be completely upfront. I do get a tiny little bit of income. It's not life changing. It's a few pounds. It's a bit of diesel money for Renee. That's the way I look at it now. So yes, apologies for the annoying adverts, but please do subscribe. It really does help me, and I really do appreciate it. Social media, back to that. And I'm on Instagram as well. And I've got a Facebook page to run alongside, and there's people that always comment, like, support the channel, and I just always think it's so nice, and you do not know how much I appreciate it. I do not take it for granted. I bought a van, Renault Trafic. I mean, I'm hopefully going to be uploading another video of when I went up to Carsington Water, so there's going to be another video before I edit this one. So, but anyway, so going back to the very first one, I bought a van with the Renault Trafic when I first bought Renee, and it's now had 418 at this point, and and 42 likes and 418 views, which is really nice. I really appreciate that. But the irony is, with my channel, I've done a couple of review videos. I did a review on the Coleman Cobra tent, and then the Coleman Cobra 2 tent, because I was really impressed with them both. And those videos, particularly the Coleman 2, it's had something like 80,000 hits or something. It has occurred to me that to get the real big hitters, I need to be doing review videos. And they're the ones that kind of, you know, bring me that tiny, and when I say tiny, I do mean it, it's a few quid. But I think that's as a direct result of the videos when I do the review videos, and I've done one on the Air tent, and they get a few thousand hits on them. And like I said, the Cobra 2 one, I'm sure that's like 75, 80,000 hits, which, you know, they're big hitters, and that amount of hits, that starts to generate a bit of cash, really. So it's not all about that. I genuinely did not go into this whole YouTube thing with the view to make money. Just the fact that it does give me a little bit of beer money or diesel money, whatever you want to call it, is a fantastic bonus, because it's something I genuinely enjoy doing. Okay, so I've enjoyed doing the reviews, which have been the big hitters, but I love doing this sort of thing as well. I really do. And I'm not here to sponsor this fantastic GoPro stand. It's fantastic, and if I say that, I'll get a sponsorship deal. Ship deal. Do you know what I mean? I'm not into all that. But then the question is, if they suddenly said, if GoPro said, oh, will you promote this product and say it's really good and give you free GoPros, there's a moral dilemma. But I very much doubt they'll ever do that unless I have something like 50,000 subscribers or something, so that ain't going to happen. Well, Mr. Jan 50, we've had a number of vans since the 1980s. We've hired them in Australia, New Zealand and California. This is hardcore. The present one is a Mazda Bongo, which I know. All I'd say is minimal is the best on balance. Technology is great until it goes wrong. I agree entirely. I've witnessed people parked up in fantastic places watching EastEnders on TV in a van and wondered, what is the point? If you've enjoyed tent camping, then maybe you don't need all the accessories that come with a van. Also, if your van isn't obviously a camper, then you can park in so many places. We've slept in industrial estates, on residential streets, hidden behind Arctics, in lorry parks. It just means that you can pull over when you've had enough for, say, long journeys up to Scotland. But then again, you can't drive it along the Pennine Way. And that was a particularly nice comment, I thought. So thank you so much to Mr. Jan 50. I just want to say thank you for all of your support. I really do appreciate it. I'm quite excited about the future. Now I've got this little baby, my Renee, I'm going to get out and about a lot more and hopefully document it and upload it. So it'd be great to have you along, so do join me. And remember, it's all about just get out there. Was a phrase that I kind of invented because it kind of, you hear so many people all the time saying, oh yeah, that looks great, we'll do that one day, oh yeah, we'll climb that hill one day, or whatever. People are all, and I'm guilty of that myself, trust me, I still do it. Oh yeah, I really want to do that. Stop talking about it, stop hesitating, just get out there.